In this video, we're going to be testing out what might be one of the best minimalist Aramid fibers on the market today for the brand new Galaxy S25 Plus. This case is made by a company called Fiberborne. It's made from 600D Aramid fiber. It's supposed to be the thinnest and lightest case around. And it's also Qi 2 compatible because it uses a Qi 2 magnetic array inside the case. So not only can you use it with Qi 2 and Qi 1 wireless chargers, but it also works with MagSafe. So we're going to see how well it fits and feels on the phone, and by the end of this video, you'll know whether or not this case is right for you. And if you do want to pick it up, I will be putting product links in the video description. So let's get started. So first off, presentation looks really nice. It comes in this handmade wooden box that's covered in like a Aramid fiber look. We do get a little accessory packet here. It also comes with a tempered glass screen protector. And then here we have our case. Looks really nice, super light, feels nice and strong. Like, look at that. It barely even bends. And as you can see, it's Aramid fiber through and through. And you can also see that they've got the MagSafe built right into the case. And then for our accessory kit, we get a warning. It says that the case may work with some of the wireless charging stands, so you're just going to have to try it out with the one that you have. Tells you a little bit about the Aramid fiber. And here we get one tempered glass screen protector and our cleaning kit. So we'll put our phone inside the case here. Fits the phone perfectly, snaps into place, feels nice in the hand. It doesn't feel slippery, but it's a little bit more than smooth. It's got a little bit of a grip to it as well. But either way, it feels great in the hand. You can see it's got a cutout here for your side buttons, so you can very easily press the original buttons. If we look at it from the side, you can see that it does have a slight raised edge all the way around the phone screen, except for where they have the cutout. And you can see that it keeps the phone super slim. On the bottoms, we've got just the cutouts we need for our charging port and speaker. On the other side, again, we have that large cutout for our volume and power button. On the back, total Aramid fiber. You can see that it's nice and smooth. It doesn't show fingerprints. It's also super durable. So if you happen to have this in your purse or your pocket with some change or some keys and it rubs against it, you don't have to worry about it scratching up the back of your case. And we also do have some precise cutouts for our camera covers as well. Really nice case so far. Now let's test out that Qi Wireless 2 charging. So here I have my Qi 2 wireless charger, put it onto the back. Clips onto the back, charges your phone immediately. See fast wireless charging. And as far as the hold, it's got a pretty strong hold on the case as well. So you don't have to worry about your phone just coming off the charger. It's on there pretty good. And because it's Aramid fiber, it easily spins on your MagSafe accessory. That is nice. Works out pretty well. Yeah, it's got a nice strong hold. So looking good so far. I really do like this case. It doesn't feel like it's going to break or it's fragile like some of the other Aramid fiber cases. Like you saw, it barely bends. And it keeps the phone super slim. That is a nice case. So now let's install the tempered glass screen protector. So what I would do is I'd keep the case on your phone to use it as a guide and then clean off the screen with your alcohol wipe, then dry it off. Then take your screen protector. We're going to put some stickers on it as something for you to hold on to. So it should look something like this. Make sure that this sticker is on the underside of the screen, and it really doesn't matter which way you put it because it's all symmetrical on each side. So then we're going to peel off the bottom protector and then hold on to your guides to install the screen protector the best you can. So to tell you the truth, my guide stickers came right off the screen as soon as I tried to install it. So I just ended up using both my hands, and because of that, I ended up getting a large gap at the bottom of the phone here, and it's more up towards the top. So this screen protector should be case friendly because there is such a gap here. If I were to line this up properly, there would be a gap at the bottom and the top, but there's no gap at the top. There are some on the sides and a rather large gap at the bottom because it was a little difficult to install with your fingers, or at least mine. But screen installation could have been a little easier with a guide or some bigger stickers or something, but it does seem to be laying down on the screen pretty well. I don't see any bubbles or anything else underneath for that matter, so that's definitely a plus. As far as fingerprints, it does seem to do a pretty good job at rejecting fingerprints. There's some marks on the screen, but we can just very easily wipe those away. As far as touch, feels nice and smooth, just like the glass that's on the phone, and the edges are also rounded off. So let's test out our fingerprints. And fingerprints seem to be working just fine. So if you are having issues with your fingerprints, just re-register them after you install the screen protector. So now let's take a look at the screen as if we were looking at it through polarized sunglasses. And you can see that there is a yellowish tinge to the screen if you're looking at it dead on. And if we twist and turn, it just kind of gets a little worse. So not the best for polarized sunglasses, but you can still see what's on the screen. Now this is a full coverage screen protector, so let's test out our camera. Camera looks nice and clear, don't see any issues there. Then we'll test out our facial recognition. And the facial recognition seems to be working just fine too. We'll do it again. Yeah, no issues there. So looking good, you can see that it is nice and clear. No issues with touch, working fine. And I'm not going to even try to test for screen bleed because I installed this myself and I know there's going to be some off portion on either side of the screen, so I'm just not going to even test that out. And if we take a look at our phone from the side, you can see that there's still a little bit of a raised edge around the front of the phone, even though we do have a tempered glass screen protector on here. And that's definitely a plus in my book because if you put your phone face down, you know that it's not actually going to touch the screen. So I can't really complain for a free screen protector, but we're going to move on. So I can't really complain about a free screen protector that came with my case. It seems to be doing a pretty good job so far, but let's move on to the scratch and the drop test. So we're going to start off our test by dropping a 2.4 ounce steel metal ball at a starting height of 2 feet. If the screen protector doesn't crack, we'll move it up foot by foot until it eventually does. So here we go, 2 feet. Nothing yet. Moving on to 3 feet. Nothing yet. 4 feet. It's got a little mark, but no crack yet. 5 feet. Yep, there's a mark, but no cracking. 6 feet. 6 feet. So you really can't complain at all. To get a free screen protector that lasted up until a 6-foot drop, that's unheard of. So now let's move on to the scratch test. So regular tempered glass starts to scratch at a Mohs hardness number 6, so we're going to start off with the number 5. Then we'll move on to a number 6. And then finally a number 7. So if we take a closer look at the screen, you can see there are no scratches at the number 5. There are slight at a number 6 and deeper at a number 7. So scratch resistance is standard for tempered glass. So the worst thing about the screen protector was the installation. Because there wasn't a guide or the stickers wouldn't stay on the screen, it was a little difficult to align as you saw. It does seem to be case friendly. It does also work well with the in-display fingerprint sensor. It lasted up until a 6-foot drop, and scratch resistance is standard for tempered glass. And the way that I found to take this off your phone is to kind of press in the top corner here until it kind of slides off your phone, and then do the same thing in the bottom corner. Then kind of continue to press these off the sides with your thumb, and then you should be able to eventually get this off your phone. It's on the phone really good, but you can get it off. So I'm definitely pleased with this case and everything that came with it. It looks absolutely amazing on the phone. I love the way that it feels in my hand. I like the fact that it is scratch resistant. It's got that Qi 2 magnet array in the back, so you know that it works with pretty much all wireless charging. It holds onto the phone really well, and you can't really complain that it comes with a screen protector that lasted up until a 6-foot drop. So if you guys want to pick one up yourself, I will be putting product links in the video description. And if you guys enjoyed the video, it would really help out the channel if you gave me a thumbs up and consider subscribing. Thank you all for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.